was still trying to set things up. I have never streamed on YouTube before, so hang on. Okay, tell me if there's anything that I should change in the audio. But I'm gonna just be going on with the stream. That should be good. Okay, so I need to replace this with this, this with this. That one is there, that one is there. So now this one should be disabled, this one should be also disabled. And my job here is to make sure the output is 198 and then 9 has to be here. 9, more or less. Okay, so let's try it again, I guess. Because I've been getting these errors that the 8 is correct, so one part is working, but the other part is not working. Therefore I'm getting a 3 for some reason. Woo! Like, that is quite nice. So I'm just gonna try it again. See what happens. Insurmountable MC, hi. Jack Crumble, hi. Thank you. 1, 9, 8, great. Okay, that is now working. I should be adding a description, actually. How do I update this? I'm not sure how to update the description, but okay, I'm gonna just leave it. It should be updating itself, I guess. You didn't remember you were subscribed? No, I haven't been doing anything for quite a while, to be honest, so that's probably why. Okay, let's try it out one more time. I just need to make sure that there is no number that is like messing with the computer or anything like that. Because if I change one setting, everything else is gonna be changed as well. So I need to make sure that it is working. 56. It wasn't that long ago that I kinda like pretty much permanently quit, but I have been taking breaks quite often. Just that I didn't enjoy the game as much, so like I took a break and then I didn't get the motivation to videos or anything like that. Excellent. This makes me happy to see, because when you're working hours and hours and hours trying to fix problems with it, when you finally see it working, it's pretty nice. Okay, that is working. then I can probably shut this down for now and go on the next item on the list, which is the music. So I need to mute. I'm gonna have to mute the other music. The description updated. Great, thank you for telling me. Now this music. I didn't dare take any of the other songs because I'll get like copyright striked or something like that. That's how YouTube works. This clock is running. That is great. Hang on, where did that come from? Here we go. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna check on the other clock that is running over here. It should be this one. Yeah, it is running. Great. This one is running as well. And the music is working. So let's move on to the trivia. Launching trivia. Hi Nave Pro. I'm very pleased that you think so because there's a lot of work behind it. Piston. El pistón. Piston. I could be typing faster, I'm just doing it slow to make sure so I don't mess anything up and need to retype it. Okay, trivia seems to be working. I'm not gonna test the entire thing because that's like gonna take a while. It's not fun to be watching it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it's kind of complicated to be honest, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep playing this game, keep playing Minecraft. I haven't had the like motivation to play it or anything like that because I just don't simply enjoy it anymore. I enjoyed it a lot when I was 14, 15, but now when I'm older, it's like I don't have as much time to put into the game, and it's basically just not as fun anymore in general. Been playing it for so many years, and then you like find other stuff to try out. But I still like technology and stuff in general, so I will perhaps be uploading something that has to do with it. Maybe if I like do something in real life, something else, and then I can show something that is kind of like what I did in the game or something like that. I don't know, but could be trying something out. I've been kind of on and off with this project since 2013. Tic-tac-toe AI starts. Let's hope this one is working. Basically what I'm doing right now is just, I'm not just adding stuff at this point. I'm pretty much done with adding stuff. And tic-tac-toe is not working. But I'm gonna be making sure everything is working for like some final release or something like that. I don't know. I just want to make sure everything is working in the release that is currently up for download. And this is the release that is up for download, and obviously it is not working. The trivia, or not the trivia, the tic-tac-toe is not working. So that is another thing I need to fix. The calculator had an issue as well. Now the question is if this is broken only because of 1.8, because I'm pretty sure that I tested this in 1.7 and 1.7.10 I think, and everything was working. But here, if I can replicate the results here. Yeah, it is getting out 2, which I'm not sure if it did that in 1.7.10. I could test that, see if it does the same. Okay, we have this one and we have this one. So there's apparently some problem with could be the randomizer or something. The randomizer always picking the AI right now, so it could be just this thing that is breaking, as far as I know. I'm not sure if it's working at all in this version of the game. There's just so many things that could be breaking here, so I have no idea. Okay, let's go through what is happening. The game starts. One of these command blocks down here, this one, is enabled, sends signal through, goes up here, goes to the randomizer. The randomizer picks the AI. I'm confused as well at this point. It should be going out to, no, not that one, this one, which leads up, sends over here. Should this one be on after this thing starts? I'm not even sure. Times that day. This one goes over here. If it's disabled, it triggers this, which basically sends it down. Hang on, this is what makes sure one. Okay, that is not a part of this. This is though. This one should be sending a single signal going over here, but also it should be sending a single signal. Goes this thing to that. Sends single signal off to this, and then further over here down to this. Is this one not just like, oh, hang on, I need to look at this. Oh, now I see the problem. Yeah, that is not. Okay, I think I fixed the problem. If you have any issues at all when testing it out, just go look at the clocks running. If the clock says anything more than a single tick, then restart the clock manually and it should be working again. Because that is like 90% the problem every single time. There's very rarely something else that is broken. Like an Enderman could have picked out a block and just destroyed everything, but pretty much always it's one of the clocks that's messed up, because that's the only thing that can kind of mess up over time. And now it is working, go figure. It is nice to me and takes the upper left corner, so I should take the middle, because the middle is always the best one. Could be music again. That one works, that one works. Nice. Try the bottom one. It should be taking that top right spot if it's working properly. Then I should I'm gonna put like down in that corner or something like that. I don't know. But right now, how should I do this? It's gonna win either way right now. But I just want to make sure it's if I put down here, it's gonna prioritize. Actually, it's gonna prioritize whatever I choose. I should have put it here, so it prioritizes that over that. But if I put it here, it might just put it here anyway, so I don't show off a function. You lose, you lose. It's gonna put in both either way, which is an error actually. But okay. Not a game-breaking one, but an error always, of course. So let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna restart the tic-tac-toe. I need two texts there when I swap between the channels. Okay, let's try it again. I just want to make sure that it's like, this is not a game-breaking bug, so I'm fine with leaving it in because it's just way too hard to fix it. But if there's a game-breaking bug that makes you unable to like do anything, okay, the RNG is working. I can start the game unless the AI decides no, I want to start. Oh, I gotta start. Okay. Taking the middle one. The AI can pick whichever it wants. Chooses that one. Okay. Now it should, or I should, be trying to make sure I get a situation where it should prioritize. After 4 years, it's still building. I'm not building anything right now though, but what I'm kind of doing right now is just making sure that I'm sort of bug fixing as much as I possibly can right now, because I have decided to officially end the project. So I just want to make sure I have a final release that is complete, so to speak. So that is what I'm working on right now, just making sure everything is working. There's a couple of things that is bugging out and stuff like that. Now I need to put on that one on number 6. Number 6 here. Should be putting in this spot right there. And the AI should be taking it here for the sake of prioritization. Because it doesn't want to stop me, it wants to win, of course. So that's what it should be doing, and it does. Okay. So overall, the tic-tac-toe is it's mostly working right now, and I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna leave it for now. Trivia was working, music was working. I haven't tried every single one of the music songs, but I'm not gonna do it on stream for the sake of copyright and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna get like banned if I do it. Let's go over to the back and forth. One thing that could possibly break, I guess. Okay, nothing happened. Interesting. Hello? Hello? Shouldn't you be working? It goes down to this. Does this thingy work anymore? If I go over C. No, I'm not sure they work anymore, you know. So I should probably replace that type of construction. Yeah, it's broken. Okay. That explains it. Like a lot of these things that just has worked in the past because of some redstone mechanic, but doesn't work anymore. Where am I? It's down here. Here it is. So I need to replace comparator mechanic with Was this supposed to be something here? I'm not sure. Hangman. Shutting down the hangman. Launching hangman. Okay, this one goes up from here, so it's just this thing that I need to fix. But what is this supposed to go to? That I'm not sure. Hang on, how do I build? Where's another one? Here's one. So I should just have a sticky piston and a couple of pistons. Or not a comparator, a repeater. And I should be fixing it. Fixing it like so. There, now it should be working. Hopefully. So let's click it again. Hangman launches, at least it says so. I'm not sure if there was anything else, but let's try it out, I guess. The game should be enabling caps when I think about it. Actually, I can add that now. I'm gonna do that now. Just gonna make sure the game is gonna enable caps every single time. Let's see, where does this come from? What else enables caps? The memory enables caps, so I can look how the memory is wired. I just don't remember how I do everything else. I don't know how I do it, that's the thing. Hang on. Like everything individually, the components themselves, if you put a lot of work into them, you understand how they work, and then you add them to the rest of the system. The thing is that if you put a lot of work into understanding one part, you forget the rest. So I kind of forgotten a couple of things. That is a reason why I am struggling to continue working with it at this point. This goes down here, this should be enabling that. And those, okay. The stream is 480p because my internet is just too bad. I have like 1.234 upload. I can type that in chat. So I'm just keeping it low for the sake of making sure everything is working. I have a Twitch stream up as well for the music, so I just don't want to overload anything. I have a couple of other people in the house as well, they could be using it, so where am I even enabling this thing anymore? Remove shift, remove auto shift, remove caps lock, remove small a. I only have the remove commands everywhere here. Is it this thing? No, it is not. Or I could just hook it up to the caps key itself. Where's the caps? TP. Add caps lock dummy. Okay, I could be doing that, no problem. Just gonna add caps to the Hangman game, so when you launch Hangman, everything should be in caps. Do I have a command block somewhere? Here I do. Hangman online, Hangman offline, U command blocks, yeah, whatever. Who put the sign anyway? Okay. If that is the online one, I should be putting it here. Scoreboard. Divs add caps lock dummy. That should be doing it. Okay, that should be enabling caps lock. Caps is enabled. Excellent. So now when I enter something, it's not actually that is probably stupid. It's not forcing caps lock, it's just enabling it, so I can easily disable it here. You can look at the thread on the MC forums. If you just Google it, you can find it super easily. It's a pretty big thread. But keep in mind that the world that is uploaded there, everything is not fixed. That is what I'm doing right now. I'm just fixing as much as I possibly can for some final release type. So if you want a world that is guaranteed to work, wait until this stream is over, I guess, because I will keep working on it. AA. Yep. Goes ahead. Body. The arms, and dead. Dead. And a little delay, the word pops up. Okay. Now I just need to make sure that the game is forcing the caps lock, so I need to... Hang on, do I need to shut this down manually? Oh, I do. No way, I shouldn't be forced to shut it down manually. That is why I have... Hang on, where is it? Okay, this is it. Oh, okay. Hang on. There. Now it should be shutting it down when I reset it. There we go. Okay. And the caps should be easy to shut down. Yeah, and the shift. Excellent. What do I have stored? Here is the question. L and caps. The caps should be on. So I just need to check where the caps lock is being forced. And I just need to follow that. Let's go look at the memory. As long as the memory is chugging through, I can just keep doing it. It should be this wire here should be the caps. Because it should be shutting down any second now. Yeah. I just need to put a sign here. Force caps. Force caps, there we go. Now I can add another wire to it by going up to the hangman first. And instead of having this one, we can just steal one of these and make it go all the way over to the caps. The question is how to make it look pretty. I don't think I can make it look pretty without it like going through everything here. Are you still using your 8320 or are you going to upgrade to Ryzen? I'm not going to upgrade to Ryzen, but I don't have my 8320 anymore. I've upgraded twice since then. First to an Xeon 2670, and then I sold my Xeon and I got a 3930K. So currently I'm on a 3930K. And I clogged it a little bit. Now I don't think I'm gonna be able to justify a Ryzen upgrade from this, because this is like plenty fast for everything I throw at it. So I'm just gonna probably be keeping it until it dies or something like that. It's just plenty performance for everything I use. The 8320 was a good CPU though. If you have one, then if you have one for gaming, of course, you should be upgrading it, because the gaming performance was actually pretty bad compared to like anything else. But when it comes to productivity and stuff like that, it was actually a really good CPU. It has better performance than most of the i5s, especially if you overclock it a little bit. Could compete with at least the older gens i7s. Like 3770K could compete with that in a couple of tests. Not just tests, but like user stuff. The question is, can I steal this as well? Hang on. This is forcing the caps, so in theory I should be able to just sneak the wire up here as well. If I just cut this wire or something like that, I could be stealing it. Hablo un poco español. I don't really play the game at all anymore. I like hop in sometimes to look to just hang out with a couple of people I know on a server, but I don't really play the game anymore. I haven't really played the game at all in the last like 2 years. Which is just a shame, honestly, because like just so much more you can do in the game. But it's like a lot of things to catch up with when it comes to updates and stuff like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It is really warm in my room right now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, the reason I kept playing the game for longer than I probably should have if I didn't work with it, it is probably just Redstone in general that has kept me coming back a little bit to the game. I like technology in general, so it's just fun going back, looking at the stuff you did, thinking, wait a minute, how did I do this? Hi there. I'm mostly playing League of Legends right now. Like going from one kid game to the other. But yeah, that's the game I'm mostly playing right now. Just ask about the GPU, have a lot of core guy. Could you rephrase that so I understand it? Because I'm not sure if I understand it right now. I'm not sure if I understand what you're meaning. One, two, three, four. It has to go all the way down here. That's quite far. When it comes to the instant repeaters, when like this is sorta instant, at least in one direction, but when it's supposed to reset itself, it takes just way too much time. And when you want like having stuff enabled just as fast as it's disabling is quite important. I was on today, by the way. My plot, yeah, I have the serial project is on my plot. My new plot, at least. The old plot, I'm not sure if it exists anymore, but I'm gonna just remove this sign here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep working on the serial project. There's just way too much stuff that has to be done. I'm busy with school, I'm busy with taking my driver license and stuff like that, so I just don't have the time to spend tens of hours as I did before. I mean, the project was fun, but honestly, I wasn't really finished with it either. So it's mostly just lack of time that stops me from going back to it, because there's just way too much stuff that has to be fixed before I can actually call it complete. Now this thing should be connected. Great. I'm Swedish, yes. You start a project by doing a smaller thing, and then you continue to adding stuff to it until it gets way too big for you to comprehend. That's pretty much it. If you look at my YouTube channel, you can look at my most viewed video is the first one, and that is like 3 functions at most. And then I have like, right now, since then, I have added like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, too many things to count. I just kept adding functions over and over until it became what it is today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just gonna make it one shorter. Yeah, it's a more efficient serial. I'm just not I'm just not good with it to make it like super fast. Because the way I have it right now is that I need to send since I'm sending everything directly to the display without like translate it or anything like that. Like a single pixel is 1 bit. So I'm sending 35 bits to the display. It is not efficient at all. I could be sending it in binary and then translate it and make it go to the display. But I wanted it to be like more of a computer display, so to speak. I wanted it to be thin. If I were to add a whole binary section behind the display, it would be like this project, which is kind of what I wanted to avoid. So it's, yeah, a couple of sacrifices were made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why do I keep adding that one? There should be the one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Okay, it's good. So I should have done that way back. Like color coding everything right now. There's no way I'm gonna color code everything. I just built stuff on the side. Everything using stone. I was an idiot when I did it. And then I just added it without color coding it. And now it's just way too late. It's way too late to do anything. Like I could just world edit and color code this, color code that, but that's not the point. I can easily differentiate this part from this part. And people can probably do that. It's just the wires, the single wires themselves. It would take hours and hours to just go around and color code everything. Okay, so what I did now, the huge wire I was adding was basically to when I start the Hangman game, I want the Hangman to force caps lock. And it's forcing caps lock right now. So let's type something. More ore, people. What's up with that movie? If it's the movie you mean. Is there even a third movie? I'm not sure. But the caps is forced. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, it's working. And it should be disabling when I disable the game. And it should be enabling the shift. Shift. Yes. What else is there that could be breaking? I'm not even sure anymore. The commands. I need to test the commands. Español Z. In game, this keyboard it has a caps lock. So when I play the game and a couple of things pop up here, like when you're playing Hangman and like say you're playing Hangman in real life and you're typing, or not typing, but writing on a whiteboard or something like that. You like everything is uppercase letters. So I want everything to be uppercase. Whatever, if you every single guess should be uppercase for the sake of putting it correctly. So since it's turning nighttime, I will test out the command properly. When I was 12, I had already built 2 calculators in the game. How much have you done? Honestly, the first calculator was just fake, because it was like a huge, it was a massive, massive decoder, more or less, so it wasn't a real calculator, but it was cool, and there was a lot of work behind it. Day, hello? Or do I need to press enter? Oh, I did. Okay, that makes sense. There's no real API, and this thing is bugging out. I should, like, if I need to press enter to make sure the command is working, I need to make sure that it doesn't like put a second one. Why should it do that? There should be delay somewhere here. Let's see if I can find it, fix it. The thing is, when you want to add more functions to this, because of the way I started the project, I made it a word processor at the start, and then I just threw in an ALU to enable it to handle addition and subtraction. Now, the problem with the entire construction from the beginning is that it's not a full ALU or CPU. It doesn't have anything that you can like program to add stuff. The way I have added stuff is just hardwired it. Like, I do have memory and stuff like that. Like, here's a memory. You can use the keyboard to type on it and store stuff in it, but it's not like you can store a program in it to make a program work. Because the way I make a program work is I just construct a whole part and then make sure that it enters into the display when it should. So that's kind of not really as a computer works. More like it's like you hook up a console to a computer to make sure it plays games, kinda. I'm not sure how that is gonna be comparable, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, they're hardware. Like, it's cool, sure, but it's a lot of wires, but it's quite different. What am I doing right now? Hang on. Enter, right? Like, that's the thing with people building CPUs and stuff like that on the server. They make a huge thingy and then they don't do stuff with it. I did stuff with mine, but it's not the same as they would have done it. How much time have I spent? I just don't know how much time I've spent. A couple of 100 hours at least, but there's no way of telling how much time I have spent in total. No, I just don't know how much I've spent in total. Did you build it on the ore server, the CPU? Okay, where's the enter? I need to find the enter. Dot. I need to find where the enter goes. The enter could be down here though. Always day. Backspace. Always stay. The letters are actually decently quick, to be honest. At least compared to like my other project, the serial project. Like, let's time it. Do I have anything to time with? Okay, let's just count. Let's take G. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it starts popping up. Like, the serial project could take like 10-15 seconds. So, for comparison, it is decently quick. At least I think so. Of course, a faster project, but considering the fact I have so much stuff connected to it that could slow it down. How much did you manage to OC my... the 8320 had a stable clock of 4.5. I didn't always use it because I didn't have the cooling solution to keep it cool. So I mostly had it at 4.4 during the summer and stuff like that. Extra column application displays. Like on an extra column is that is a row, that is a column. Yeah, I have 2 spots left open here. At least I had. Not right now. It's taken up by the hangman, but this one is technically open because right now there's just an off switch. I could do something else there, of course, but I haven't figured out something else to do. Top displays to connect with the ROM. The top, if you mean how everything goes from down here, the ROM, to up, it is because of here. You can see the half slabs, they send the signal up and up and up and up. So just go through the entire tower here, up to the top displays over there. 4.2 is pretty good, depends on the voltage though. I'm not sure what the stock voltage is though, but anything higher than like 4690, that's Haswell based. but say 1.35 is the max you should be keeping it at in daily. Like if you need 1.35, then it's kinda could be much, as far as I know. But 4.2 isn't much. It just depends what voltage. If you have like the stock cooler on it right now, that's really good. If you can keep it stable and cool. 325, okay. 6600K should be, as far as I know, it's harder to overclock than the previous gens. I'm not sure about Broadwell, but the Haswell based could clock 4.7, 4.6 on average. And even older. Ivy Bridge and Sandy Bridge were the best when it comes to overclocking. I think even older were even better, but Sandy Bridge was really good. Ivy was mediocre. Like when it came to upgrading from Sandy Bridge to Ivy, it didn't matter because since Sandy could overclock higher, like it made a difference in performance negligible. The only thing that was different was the power draw, and people don't really care about it. If you're building a desktop PC, you don't care. Does MCP have all the redstone functions now? I know it has redstone itself, but does it have like repeater, torches, and everything like that? Pistons and whatever more can be in there. H100 IGTX is a good cooler. You can get as far as the chip handles, so you're not gonna be limited by the cooling. I have a Noctua NHD14. It's keeping my decently cool. I'm being limited by my VRMs though. The motherboard is limiting me, so I'm not getting further because of it. If I throw a fan on it, of course I could fix this problem. But I need to find where exactly wherever this overheating is. I think more people should not prefer, but at least help AMD a little bit. They have a competitive product right now, so if buying AMD for the sake of just helping the market is actually a good thing right now. Because AMD should be, they deserve to get back a little bit in the game. The monopoly is not good. Where is this enter? I have no idea what I'm looking for. Here's the backspace, okay. Could the enter be down here? Where did I put the signs? I'm not sure where I have the signs. Here we have the signs. Okay, let's go. This is just gonna go all the way to... Small Beerscraft plagiating. No idea. I know who he is, but I'm not sure what people are working on anymore, so I have no opinion of that. It depends what i7. The 800X is mostly comparable to the 6900K, and it's $1,000 chip, so it's a really good competitive chip. In gaming, though, the Ryzen chips do fall behind a tiny bit, but in my opinion, those frames doesn't really matter. It's 1080p, which is easy to run on like anything. So if you have 100 FPS, like do you notice a difference between 100 and 120 and 140? I wouldn't. Like I would maybe notice it, but like if I'm over 100 FPS, does it really matter that much? I just don't think so. $1,700. I think the 6950X is that price, and that's a 10 core. So you're paying quite a premium for an unlocked 10 core. AMD doesn't have a 10 core, at least not in the enthusiast market. I think the server chips are going to be 10 core though. They have even bigger server chips. Yeah, exactly. There are slow i7s and then they're fast. Like the laptop ones, you have dual core, quad core, and then when it comes to the desktop ones, you have like the really old i7s, 820, 860, 920, 950, all of those are super slow compared to the newer ones. So just saying i7 doesn't really matter. And that's the thing, that's how you notice somebody that is not really techy. Like, what CPU do you have? Oh, an i7. What i7 do you have? I don't know. An i7. And they think i7 means it's super fast, but then it just depends what i7 do you have. I do not find the enter key. I have no idea where I put it. Funny, isn't it? If I were to remake it, oh, that's a good question. If I were to remake it, I would probably scrap a lot more of the command blocks, and I would probably make. There's a lot of things that are outdated, and when I say outdated, I mean like people have come up with new redstone mechanics. They have come up with more compact stuff to replace it with, like the display, for example, or the shift registers. Like a lot of things I could replace with smaller parts, make everything smaller, make it faster. Yeah, just that. The thing about command blocks is that currently in this system, the reason I don't want to build with command blocks is that I am keeping command blocks on a level where they don't serve the purpose of making it function, so to speak. The calculating, the processing is all done by Redstone. It's not done by command blocks. All the command blocks here, they just send signal to and from the keyboard. That is all they do. From the keyboard to this. I could drag a buzzing from here all the way to the keyboard, but like, why would I do that? It would look like a huge arm going all the way around, going to the keyboard. It would look stupid, basically. Same thing here. All of these command blocks go to the keyboard. All of these down here go to the keyboard. There would just be so much wiring going on, just cluttering things up. That's the only reason I use command blocks. Also to make things pop up in the chat for the convenience sake. So everything can be done without command blocks. It's the thing I want to state. Like, except for the things in chat, everything can be done without command blocks. And I want to keep it on that level. So I can call it a redstone creation. It's a redstone creation, not a command block creation. And that's the biggest difference. So right now I need to find where this enter key goes. Where is it even named? Did I name it enter? Bit 48. Enter key, okay. I think it's over here actually though. I think... Hang on, I'm just gonna open my window. It's really warm in here. My IQ, I have no idea. Every time I like can do an IQ test, sure. I have been like, after 5 tests, I've just given up because it's so tedious. This is not what I'm looking for. Previous output, what? I'm 18. Turning 19 in May. This is auto shift. Redstone is more interesting, yeah. Like, this is cooler to look at than just a bunch of these, because, like, you don't understand this compared to this. This is like, there's some There's something about Redstone that command blocks doesn't have, more or less. Command blocks feel more like cheating in some way. The thing is, you probably know a lot more about other things that I don't know anything about. Cars, probably. I don't know much about cars. That's the reason they're in the school server, though. If they don't know stuff, that's where they should be. I'm not sure how nice this is like when it comes to looking at compared to other things, because I haven't color coded anything. So it's just a huge chunk of stone and redstone. I could maybe color code it, but what do I know? Also, when I'm done, I just want to fix the enter, and then I'm gonna test like something else, and then I'm gonna write. If anyone was around when I started, with every single download version, I had a manual where I wrote down how to use it. I'm gonna make one of that. The reason I stopped was because every single update I needed to retype the entire thing, so it became quite boring. But now if I'm gonna make one that I'm not gonna update, I'm gonna make sure to make a full manual on how to use it. Where's the enter key, please? That goes out to this, goes out to this. This must be the enter key, right? Splits up, goes here, goes... Yes! I found it! This is the enter key. Times a day, and then it goes up to reset things, I believe. Yes, it does. Okay, so that thing is one part, and then the other part, it should be sitting down here somewhere. It should be a part of the shift register that is at the display, which is this. Here it is, somewhere around here. Display, display. This is it. This is it. I found it, never mind. Over here it is. This is what shifts when clicking. So the question is, how do I separate this from the other? That's the tricky part. This is it. Here it is. New game, trivia, TT row. Oh, it's just sharing the clock, never mind. Reset row. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. This is what shifts. More music. The thing about the music is that it takes up just way too much room. If I go look at, I was thinking about hiding the music, like the command blocks that says right or like music, inside the speakers, but I just have 3 songs right now, and this entire thing inside here. I have 2 songs in here. It just takes up way too much room to be adding new stuff. The Nyan Cat in the middle here is the thing that's most compact. Repeater delay, the way I manage it is that every single contraption or part of the system has to wait on the previous part. Like the ROM waits for the keyboard. It doesn't do anything before it gets a signal, and the display doesn't do anything until it gets a signal. So they don't work independently, so to speak. So they could miss out on stuff. And then there's a couple of I need to time a couple of things, honestly. Like when it comes to switching to the second row or a second display, if I type a letter, it goes through this and it goes out here, and then it shifts so I can type on the next display, if that makes any sense. What has to be done is I need to make sure the timing is so the letter hits one display but not the next one. So that it's one thing that kind of slows down the system when of course I want to shift as fast as possible, but I don't want to shift so the letter ends up on 2 displays. So it's kind of like a balance. I need to balance out the speed for reliability. I learned a lot through YouTube and just looking at other things other people have done. You learn a lot from just like starting with the smaller things and then putting them together, honestly. Like if you learn how to make a display, okay, you know how to make a display. If you know how to make a decoder, then great, you know how to make 2 things. So why don't you just hook them up together, and then you have a bigger contraption. That's pretty much how I've done this. Redesign a status bar. I'm pretty happy with this one, to be honest. Except that the caps and the shift should probably be moved a little bit, because they're not really centered. But it's just way too little space here in order to really do anything. What is this? This one is going from somewhere. I don't remember where this one is coming from. Could be the shift, I guess. So what I'm gonna do in order to fix the problem that the shift or the enter key is making the entire thing change is that I might just remove this entirely and make when you type the command it's gonna do it automatically. I might just do that instead. Maybe, I don't know. Or I just need to add some delay to the shift over here. I can probably just do that and probably fixes everything. That is another thing about managing the delay of the repeater. Like the problem I'm looking to solve right now is when I'm typing a command. I can show you again. This is another thing about repeater delay that is causing me problems. If you type slash day, now the enter key here, it serves 2 purposes. One is to shift from one row to the next one, but also to handle the commands. So now when I hit enter, I want the command to work, which it does. The command works, but the problem I get now is that I get two of these, two indicators. So I need to fix that somehow. Like when I'm typing a command, the enter key should not be triggering or something like that. I'm not sure. So or I just remove the fact that it should be sending back to this, kinda, maybe. Yeah, I could probably just do that, honestly. Where's the reset? Here's the reset. Does it go to, if you go over here, does this reset anything? What commands are these? Always day. Always day. This one goes to that, and then it goes to this reset. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Okay. So, due to the fact that they go different routes to the shift register over here, I'm not able to fix it from this without like breaking a couple of other things. So the problem I need to fix is up here, which I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to do. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour and 12 minutes, okay. I'm so happy I found that song to add to that first video. It doesn't matter that I didn't get to, I wasn't able to monetize the video. So 1.5 million views, unmonetized. But I don't care because I love that song and it was so fitting that that it's worth it. Project X from the Amiga. Like it was so fitting. Here you have a computer inside a computer game, and then what do? Of course you take a music piece from an older video game, from a classic computer. No, what I could do here is these are hooked up. This is just a normal thing here. I could try cancel these out. Okay, say I cut this. It's gonna reset this. And then I cut over here. Where does this come from? It comes from this. And this. Toggle downfall. It doesn't. Wait. Add backspace. Okay, it should not add backspace at all. Okay, I cut that, and then I cut. Wow, I was lazy when I did that. I could just hook this up with this instead of a whole new command block instead. Cut this. Okay. Let's try it out again. Now I should not have. Never mind. I just need to fix this. Now it should be. I made a compromise that when I type a command, it goes to the next one, but it's just one. So it's like there's 2 bugs in the system. Fix one, you get 2 new ones, but easier ones to handle. Night. N-I-G H T night. Night, night, night. Nighttime, good. And it only does that. Okay, that is what I want. Connect 4. And not on this project, definitely not. It would be way too difficult. Actually not, I'm not sure. Connect 4. The display is too small, I think. Like, I have tic-tac-toe right now, so that is 1, but this display is 4 by 8. The top one is just for another thing. It's 4 by 8, 4 by 7 probably. Or is it? Hang on, which one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 4 by 7, so it's too small for Connect 4, basically. But I'm just gonna settle on tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. I'm from Sweden. If it's to compliment my English, thank you. What I just need this to do, which is this. This is always day. I'm not sure why I even have this command, but okay. I don't think this resets now though. That's the only problem. So I need to make a new wire going from the command to the reset. Hello from Russia. Hi. Always day, and it should always day activated, and it doesn't do anything to that. So I need to make this reset when I want it to. Or I just make no, I'm just gonna throw a reset in there. So I can't throw it on backspace because that's gonna make the same issue again. So I need to go drag this wire all the way over to this, because this one goes directly to the display to reset it. So I need the wire to go to this, basically. I think I can go underground here. It's 12:30 here as well, so I should be going to sleep soon. Good night. Okay, let's see. Time set day. I don't want it to hook it up on the same there. How am I gonna do this? I need to. Hang on. I can just continue here. Right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do the manual. Yes, that is the point of making this. I had a manual on the older, a manual on the older ones because it was. I wanted people to understand how to use it, but then I kept updating it so often that I just had to redo it way too many times. But now I'm gonna do a manual. Yes, I do want to do that. (5:24 p.m.) That's 5:24, 17. 7 hours, so like central US, somewhere like that, probably closer to East Coast. This one should be going down. I can probably remove this, I'm not gonna add it back. This one can go down here. There. And this one should be going down here. The question is, can I keep this hooked up to the same wire? No, I cannot. So, or I can just put a repeater, never mind. That's not a problem. Not a problem. There. Because this one is not gonna interfere, I believe, if I... As long as I put a slab here. No, it's not gonna interfere. Okay. So now I just need to drag this wire all the way. Make it connect. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let me put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, it's not gonna be enough. Let's put it there. And that should be doing the trick. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, it's way too much. Let me do like this instead. Make it go out here. There. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, hang on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now I should not have the same problem anymore. I'm just typed A because it's... Or wait, I can just retype AD. Just disable the always stay function. I just want to make sure the always stay function works. So if I just wait for this to turn nighttime, does it work? Hello? Or maybe it didn't reset in time. Hang on. Because this should not... Okay, it's always enabled right now, so I just need to wait until this this triggers, and then I can fix it. Isn't it a bit too far away though? I think it's too far away. Or is it only because of the location right now, maybe? I think it's because of the location. Like, does this one connect? Yeah, it does. Hi there. And now when I turn it nighttime, boom. And how long does it take before this one reaches that? Is the question by the sensor. That's what I want to know. Okay, it does not take long. Okay. That is what I want it to do, so let's hit the enter. This one's gonna go down and this is gonna reset. Okay. Everything is working as it should. So I am mostly done with the bug fixing and stuff like that right now, so I should probably be starting the manual. And just making sure that things are prepped for uploading the world and then sharing it. Because I fixed as much as I could, the easiest bugs and a couple of obvious ones. So now I am gonna type a manual. I can remove that. Which version of the game am I using? Just 1.8? Does anyone know how many versions of 1.8 exists? I know like 1.7.10, everything is working there, but which version am I using? It just says 1.8. Was there only one single 1.8? Uppercase, lowercase, symbol support. Oh, the way this is working right now, I can show you the reason why that won't work. I'm not storing the letters because, or I'm not storing them based on binary information because it takes way too long to translate it. I'm storing them based on the exact value. So I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z, and then I have a one row per display. So theoretically I have a lot of storage, but also if I want to add a single more symbol or something, I need to add one more row. So if I were to add lowercase and symbols, it would be like triple the length. So it would take up way too much space. That's just how I built it from the beginning. It works, it's fast, but it's not space efficient. That's like the entire project in a nutshell. It's not space efficient, of course it's not. Everything should be working in 1.8. Make sure you use Minecraft version 1.8. It's the version I've done bug testing in and can confirm that things are working properly in. Clear enough, I think, maybe. I hope. So that people don't wonder why things are breaking and stuff like that, and then they're sitting on like what is that right now? 1.11.2 or whatever. Okay, a book. I need to make a manual. Book and quill. Time to be an author. If I use T flip-flop to keep the letters on the screen, every single short answer, yes. All the displays have single cells, so to speak, that each have a T flip-flop inside them. So yeah, and that is why it's good to learn all the smaller things. If you learn how to make a T flip-flop, a single memory, then there's just so many uses for it that as long as you learn each single individual small, a T flip-flop, a memory, how to make a 7-segment display, you can make like so many different things, which each thing, if you combine them in different ways. I should probably make... Hang on, where's the older... I had a couple of older screenshots of the previous descriptions for the sake of when I would make a new one. I would just retype it, but I don't think I have it anywhere here. I might just have to look. I don't want to retype the entire thing. That would be quite annoying. Screenshots. Oh, bingo. Here's a whole ton of screenshots from my older computer. Oh, wow. That's a different thing. Where is it? Hang on. Oh, look at the nostalgia. This is from 2013. Like, I was gonna say 2017, but this is like 2014, 15. But this compared to this, like you can... This is... yeah. Quite a lot of stuff happened. It looked cool in one way here as well. Like, it was a lot, what should I say, cleaner looking. But the problem was that the wire down here was, you can see the wire there. Did not look nice. Where's those screenshots I made? Oh, here it is. Computer manual, bingo. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I made previously. This is what I'm supposed to do now. LPG's computer manual. Hello there. Thank you for showing interest in my project. So what I need to do now is just copy paste, more or less. So let's not make that cover the chat in case somebody's feeling like he wants to interact with me. This would fit in the previous version. This exact word. Hang on. Look. LPG's computer manual. LPG's computer manual. But it does not fit into the same space. Why? I don't know. What did they do? Mojang done something. Oh well. Wait, are you serious? Okay, whatever. They're probably gonna add new redstone stuff. At least things that you can like have the redstone do or use it for. Like the slime blocks recently. There's a couple of things that the slime blocks are gonna enable. There are instant repeaters. The problem is that they're not instant when it comes to returning the signal. Like if you have a piston that is it's enabled by default. If you disable it, you cancel the. If you have it like on a redstone block, you cancel the signal instantly. So that's how you make an instant repeater. But the problem is that when you want to reset it, it of course takes time. Thanks for showing interest in my. Could somebody tell me if it's correct grammar? Somebody whose language, like their first language is English. Is correct grammar interest in my project or into my project? I think in, but I don't know. Grammar school. Teach me. Okay, thank you. Okay, since I have couple of people watching, at least somebody, what things should be in the manual? What do you want to have in the manual? What I'm typing here. In the old manual, I had how to boot, word processing, like how to type, how to use a calculator, a lot of the basic stuff. But is there anything else I should add? Like things that people do wrong more often than not. I'm trying to think, but I don't know what I should have here. Like, people are bound to do errors no matter what, but if I just have information that's enough information so people can at least fix their error, I guess. How to boot the computer, like people do that mistake. They like click the smaller one, they whatever. I have been watching a couple of videos where people try using it and they always mess up something, like forget to start the calculator before typing something. You didn't realize that you need to use the mouse. Okay, so that's one thing. Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I said. People don't start the program before they try using it. The calculator, for example. In order for the calculator to work, you need to enable it, and that's so you can use equals and the numbers without like the calculator saying something on the display without you wanting it. Like, I want to make a smiley with the equals. Like, how am I supposed to do this without it stating like 0, 0 behind it? In my project. Can I edit from above? No, I cannot. That's still something they should be fixing. This manual contains crucial information. I am finishing it right now. This is like official finish, I guess. Well, at least I'm trying it to be. I might just have to update it because something is gonna break. But I'm making a manual right now. I'm gonna keep one unsigned copy in case I need to add something. Index. Introduction. Oh, I don't need to have this. Page. Okay, here's the problem with editing stuff in these books in the game is that you can't just copy paste and stuff like that. So say I add one thing, two thing, but what if a new thing shows up and I need an index to be on the next page? Like then I just can't copy paste it, so that's a problem. So I need to leave enough space to make sure I can edit in the future. Like I can't go back and edit the third one. I need to erase, which is so stupid. You made a tic-tac-toe with serial data? How does it use it? Like the inputs use serial and then you have a tic-tac-toe? Or how are you using it? How to boot. Let's just put it on page 4, whatever. Well, there's 3. Throw plus index. Okay. Tic-tac-toe, it only has it's 3 by 3, so you can just use regular 4-bit binary when sending it. So it's pretty it's cool, but it's not that tough to make. So it's really nice. For how to boot programs, start programs. Oh, wait, typing display. Okay, I'm just gonna take one step at a time. How to boot. Page 3, page 4, boot. I'm just gonna type as much as I can, and then I take the next type the next page, so I don't have to go back and edit. Boot. There are 2 buttons on the bottom left. Right. Alright, you can copy paste it. Okay. What was that on my copy paste in case it was something important? Oh, it was my Dropbox link. Nothing important. Good. I can copy paste. Okay, you're right. You're right. Okay. You are right. Boot. How to boot. I'm pretty sure I'm done with this one though. Is this good enough, do you think? Can somebody mess up after reading this? That's what I need to think about. And wait, I'm gonna keep this. Like, oh, that is loud. Okay, how to boot the computer? You click the button. That's pretty much it. Click this button. Can somebody mess that up? I'm pretty sure they can, but I'm just gonna paraphrase whatever. This small one is a reset button. Restarting the computer might solve some problems. (16-bit LU). No, is it? It's just 8-bit. No, I'm not gonna upgrade it though. It's just it's just way too difficult to make sure that it fits. Cause everything that I build and then put into the computer, it's like it's built only to fit into this. So if I am to build it bigger, I would need to make everything else bigger. That's a problem I have. Restart the pizza to start stuff. Okay. Simple enough. 5. Typing. Yeah, okay. Four by 7. How should I phrase this? Indicator on the monitor is what you should go after to know when you can type the next letter symbol. No, it's not good. It's not properly phrased. That makes sense, I think. Four by 7 display. 4x7 displays are available to display upper lowercase letters. To type, simply use the keyboard. Wait until you see the indicator on an empty tile before hitting the next key. You don't have a PC version. Why not? After a dot. I'm just way too tired to be doing this right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep going. Hang on, how did I do this over here? I'm not sure if I had all the functions here though. Oh right, uh-oh, hang on. Okay. The important stuff has come out. You know what, I'm just gonna do this when I'm not as tired. I have a copy right now, do I? Yes. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Is there anyone watching even? I don't know. It says 5 people watching, but I don't know if I can trust that. It's like Twitch. Like, oh, 10 million people watching. Can you trust it? No. View bots, all of them.